This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Coming up at 5 this morning, we finally have an answer from Washington congressional candidate Joe Kent's team on his employment history. A news outlet called it into question this week. More on the clerical error the campaign says led to the confusion.
Plus, live from New York, it's Saturday night.
Not bad.
Coming up on Sunrise, I am chatting with a cast member, the one and only Mikey Day.
Love you, Oregon. Love you, Portland. Please tune in this week to see Jack Harlow. If he was from Oregon, that would be amazing, but I don't know if he is. I don't think so.
I was bad. He is so sweetly awkward. Oh my gosh, the comedian talking about the new season of SNL. We also touch on the midterms because that show is legendary for its political parodies. Tried my best to find out who they're roasting this time around. That conversation coming up this morning at 5:25.
I'd like to think that you are surrounded by sweetly awkward guys every day on the show.
I love you all.
It is what day is this? A Wednesday edition of Sunrise. This awkward fella has our weather forecast.
True story. It was about 20 minutes ago that I realized this is not Tuesday, which puts me in a really good mood.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Closer to the weekend.
Wednesday. All right. Big heads up. One of the snowier starts we've had so far this fall over the Cascades. Highway 26 government camp. It is 33 degrees. Temps will be warming. So once the sun comes up, we'll see rapid improvement up there. But we still have snow showers in the Cascades at this time, and we still have quite a few radar showing showers here inland. So have your rain jacket. It's a fairly wet start. I think the early morning hours will be the wettest part of our day overall. We're at 46 degrees where we will be when the kids get going out the door. Fewer showers at noon, 54. Still a shower chance, but I think way more dry than wet. Around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Winds will be light. It'll be 57 degrees.
Thank you, Rod. First up this morning, we are sorting through what's going on in the Joe Kent campaign. The Washington Republican is running for Congress and just responded to a national news website questioning whether the company he claims to work for is real.
Yeah, Kent's campaign says the confusion here is because they provided the wrong name of that company. KGW's Catherine Cook had a chance to talk with Kent's campaign staff and also got to look at his tax documents.
An article published by the Daily Beast asked, what exactly is American Enterprise Solutions? According to multiple campaign documents filed by Joe Kent, it's the company the Washington 3rd Congressional District candidate works for. But when KGW searched several databases, none showed any public record of an American Enterprise Solutions. It took nearly 48 hours for Kent's campaign to respond to the confusion. No one wanted to address it at this Monday night campaign appearance. But on Tuesday night, they offered this answer. By email, they told us Kent and his campaign have been calling Kent's employer by the wrong name. They clarified, saying the correct name is Advanced Enterprise Solutions. They say it had been American Enterprise Solutions in 2019 when the firm hired Kent. But they say the company switched its name to Advanced shortly after that. Kent's campaign shared these partial tax documents with us. The W-2 forms from the last 2 years show the new name. But when KGW searched for Advanced Enterprise Solutions, we found more confusion. State business records in Virginia, where the company is based, show its business license is no longer active. A closer look shows the company did not pay its annual registration fee that was due in August. Kent's campaign tells us that Advanced Enterprise Solutions collects research related to 5G technology. By email, Kent's senior policy advisor Matt Brainerd said he's to blame for this financial disclosure report filed with the House Ethics Committee in April. He says he used the wrong company name and has since filed an amendment to correct it. But as the Daily Beast first reported, there were more than 24 other documents, including donation forms submitted by Kent's campaign and even an in-person campaign event where they used the wrong business name. Kent's opponent, Democrat Marie Gluesenkamp-Perez, says the confusion is concerning.
The fact remains that there wasn't clarity in a lot of initial statements and a lot of very serious paperwork that's been filed for the last almost 2 years. And I think that, these records deserve close attention and to be taken seriously.
Catherine Cook, KGW News.
Kent's campaign also shared a statement saying it comes from company attorneys confirming his employment. It reads in part, Joe Kent is employed by a U.S. company which does not wish to be identified, only because while their employees are free as individuals to participate in politics, they, as a company, do not.
Just a reminder, local ballots for next month's election have already been mailed out. And we also have a full election guide covering the candidates and measures in this election cycle on our website. If you text the word election to that number on your screen, 503-226-5088, we will text you back with a link to that election guide site at KGW.com.
And here are a couple other headlines we're following for you this morning. A man is dead after a shooting in North Portland. Police say a man was found shot on North Peninsular Avenue around 9 o'clock last night. Paramedics did what they could, but the man died at the scene. North Peninsular Avenue is back open. Police have not arrested anyone. Portland police and Crime Stoppers offering up a reward this morning for information about a list of unsolved Portland homicides in the last 2 years. These are photos of 4 people involved in the many unsolved homicides from the last few years. Crime Stoppers gives up to $2,500 for information that leads to an arrest in any unsolved felony crime. Tipsters can stay anonymous. Just go to crimestoppersoforegon.com. And Crime Stoppers also has a $2,500 reward for anyone who helps find a serial tire slasher. Portland police say on the morning of October 1st, a man went through the Roseway neighborhood and one by one methodically slashed tires on as many as 65 cars. The suspect, who was recorded on home security video, is about 6 feet tall, maybe about 250 pounds. Anyone with information can call Crime Stoppers or Portland Police, and those are some of your morning headlines.
This morning, big news for a little high school in Blue River, about an hour east of Eugene. The football field is getting a brand new grandstand after the Holiday Farm fire destroyed the old one more than 2 years ago. The bleachers will arrive next month at Mackenzie High School. And last week, every student and staff member got to put their handprint or their initials in the wet concrete pad the bleachers will sit on.
Having that not be here anymore was pretty emotional, and even just the concession stand. You don't realize how impactful that is until it's gone. And having worked there and worked with the coaches and different people, it was definitely a big thing to lose, and felt like we kind of couldn't have the public or anybody come hang out with us anymore.
The grandstand will be made of fire-resistant materials this time and hold about 280 spectators. Meanwhile, the Phoenix Talent School District, which was also affected by the wildfires, will donate a sculpture to Mackenzie High as a reminder of their shared experience.
And all the rain we've been having, way good for, like, great for fire crews that, you know, we're battling the Nakia and other fires.
You know, when you start, when we get those big fires, we had at least 2, I think, that were over 100,000 acres in Oregon, maybe more. But in August, you start reading, and they're like, well, that'll be contained, and they pick a date. Maybe it's October 31. That's them saying by then the weather will have changed. We've had enough rain, and Mother Nature will put the fires out. And to your point, that's what we're finally getting into. And boy, did it take us a while to reach that point. One of our stories this morning, here's Timberline Live. It was snowing pretty good. Now it's just some flurries up there, but they've had 10 inches of snow. Cascade Passes show pretty good snow and ice this morning. Conditions will rapidly improve if you can hold off your travel until after the sun starts to pop up and warm things a bit. Wells Fargo camera, we show you this all the time because this time of the day is not much to look at. But what you can tell is that, is it foggy? Well, not really. So pretty good visibility coming into town. We do have solid clouds and we do have rain scattered about the city right now. Winds are calm out there. 48 is the early number. And here's the radar. So this is still pretty active, right? It was a pretty wet night. I think most of you probably picked up at least a couple of decent showers overnight. The airport put 37/100 of an inch of rain in the rain bucket from yesterday. And of course, most of that came with that frontal boundary that wasn't as big and ferocious and exciting as I thought it would be, the one that hit at 6 o'clock, but it did give us some decent rain rates and winds that were bouncing to about 25 miles per hour. That was around 6 o'clock last night. Here we are this morning. Now, by 9 o'clock, we're already starting to see the number of showers decrease on Futurecast. And while we hold on to a shower chance this afternoon, here we are at 1:30. We're starting to open up partly sunny skies where you see some breaks in the white. That's breaks in the cloud cover. And a few showers, but not a lot. The shower chance will continue this evening and eventually fizzle out. I have a completely dry forecast for you on Thursday, coming up tomorrow. Here's where we are temperature-wise. 36 Bend, 33 Burns, 44 out in Kelso. It's a mix of cloud cover across the entire region, and everybody does have a shower chance in their forecast today. Temps kind of normal to slightly cool for this time of the year. Mid-50s, Corvallis, Salem, and McMinnville. Wind southwest 5 to 15. We'll call it decreasing showers with partly cloudy skies opening up. Similar numbers and the exact same forecast up through Cowlitz County. Longview today 55. So Portland 7-day, 58 today. Completely dry tomorrow. Chilly morning. Maybe some of you are in the upper 40s tomorrow morning, by the way. 63 in the afternoon if we get enough sun. Friday's looking more and more wet. So that's especially in the afternoon, some steady rain shots, but then pretty dry Saturday and dry Sunday potentially until we get toward evening. So the weekend, not bad. Then comes Halloween. Raindrops, raindrops, raindrops.
Speaking of Halloween, Rod.
Yes.
You may want to sit close to someone in the studio. You may be a little frightened by our next story this morning.
Brenda, hold me.
KGW launching a brand new podcast today that details some of the dark and mysterious stories of our past. Yes, all stories that happen right here in the Pacific Northwest, including the story of Charity Lamb.
She was the first woman ever in the Oregon Territory charged with murder, and will be the first woman tried for murder.
Coming up, we'll hear what some people say may have motivated her to commit that crime.
Oh, Ashley Korslund has been working hard on that series. Stay tuned. It is a great one. We're also going to jump ahead at least a season or two from Halloween to Christmas because the KGW Great Toy Drive will be here before you know it. But right now is the time to sign up to become a Toy Drive collection site. This morning, we want to say a big thank you to Camus Sherwin-Williams for already signing up to help out. They are on it. You can get on board too. Just go to kgw.com/toy, sign up your business or your organization, and we will send you an official Toy Drive collection kit.